I had a developer bring me a site last week, which was in this state. It turns out that he had tried to update Drupal using Installatron, which seems like a reasonable thing to do, but Installatron actually will install a slightly out-of-date version of Drupal. But more importantly, it will not manage the dependencies of Drupal, such as GT theme, GT tools, and GT profile, and will leave the site in this state. So if you're in this situation, or if you're contemplating updating your site, and of course you need to, because Drupal 8 reaches its end of life in November, you'll need to get a little familiar with Composer, and that is the aim of this video. Composer is a dependency manager. It's a system for keeping track of a large number of files and ensuring that they're updated in such a way that they don't conflict with each other. There's a document on everybody's website. If you set up your website with Drupal Express, you will have this. It's called composer.json, and it is basically a manifest of all the packages that are installed on your system. It resides in the file manager, in HTTP docs, in the site's doc root. Just open it up. There are a few things you'll need to edit in this file. In the repositories section here at the top, you need to change GT profile Curie to GT profile, GT theme -8.x to GT theme, GT tools 8.x to GT tools, and HG reader -8.x to HG reader. Then scroll down to the section with the key require, and there are 3 items here: Drupal core composer scaffold, Drupal core project message, and Drupal core recommended. Whatever these are set to currently, you need to change them to 9, and there's a little caret in front of that 9, so it's caret 9, all 3 of them. And if you scroll down a little further, you'll see 4 more projects titled drush/drush, GT/GT profile Curie, GT/GT theme, and GT/GT tools. These need to be changed to 10.0, 3.0, 3.0, and 3.0 respectively. And again, remove the string _Curie from GT profile Curie. You may have a little block down here with the key of patch level. That's 3 lines long from the key down through the closing brace, and just delete all of that. Now there's one other edit to this file that has to be made. This is detailed in, we have another video about creating a GitHub token. If you can go through all of the steps of that and make the changes that it recommends to this file, then you can save it and proceed. I'll include a link in the description for this video for the GitHub token video. You can, of course, save this file at this point so that you don't lose it, and come back to it later and make the edits that it describes. So when you're finished making all the necessary edits to this file, you can save it, come back to this page, and click Update. And Composer will go through the manifest and will find the specific versions of all of the packages that it uses, specific versions that actually fit together properly. And of course, this includes all the GT packages. This will take a little while. It may produce an error. It may tell you that some packages no longer available, or version constraint doesn't work with some other package. We can't cover everything. There's a lot of Drupal modules, and you might have one that that's not compatible with Drupal 9. And if that's the case, take a look at the error that it gives you, and see if you can find a more up-to-date version of the package. If you need help with this, you can contact us. We'll take a look at the Composer errors and see if we can't set you in the right direction. When it's finished, it'll show you a status page much like this one, and you can run down the list and see that it has specified 9.2 versions of Drupal and its associated packages, and 3.0 versions of all the GT packages. At this point, you can go ahead and tell it to update the actual software by pressing the update button. And it'll give you a little warning. You can ignore that and press update. And this too will take a little while. When Composer finishes, you can go back to your website, go to /update.php to run the database update tool. You may see an error like this one telling you that you either need administer software updates permission or have update free access turned to true. Now you may be able to log in at this point, which would give you the administer software updates access that you need. If you find that you are unable to do so, you need to go back to the file system and go to HTTP docs, go to web, sites, default, and open up settings.php. Before you do that, actually, you need to drop this little, pull this little drop down and check the right bit. Then go back and edit the file, find where it says update free access and change that to true, and then save it. Now when you load update.php, it should give you this page right here. In this case, it says that the config sync directory doesn't exist. You might get that error as well. So if you go into the root of your site and create a directory, call it config, and then within that directory, create another one called sync. That just tells Drupal where to put synchronization files if you use them. Most likely you don't, but it needs to know anyway. Now, if you reload the page, it will give you the this page, and click through to get the updates. These are all the updates that it needs to run in order to run Drupal 9 properly. Just click Apply Pending Updates, and this will take probably a minute or less. You should be good to go now. As you can see, this page loads just fine. So this site is back in business, and hopefully yours will be too. If you have problems, let us know. We'll try to help you the best we can.